In our last example, we're going to be looking at a piecewise function. A piecewise function just means for different parts of the domain, you're going to follow a different rule. So if I look at this here, it says realtors in a metropolitan area studied the average home prices per square foot as a function of the total square footage. Their evaluation yielded the following piecewise defined function. It says find the average price per square foot for a home with a square footage of 1,400 square feet. That's what we're doing for example 17. So what happens here is if I'm between 1,000 and 2,600, I use my first rule. If I'm between 2,600 and 4,000, I use my second rule. And if my home is bigger than 4,000 square feet, I use the third rule. So 1,400, that is between 1,000 and 2,600, isn't it? So I'm going to use my first rule. So now I'm going to replace A with 1,400. So I'm going to say 1,400 minus 100 divided by 40 plus 75. Well, now let's simplify that. 1,400 minus 100, well, that would be 1,300 divided by 40 plus 75. Well, I notice 130 and 40, I can divide both of those by 10. So now we're just going to take 130 divided by 4 and add 75. And since we're doing price, I'm going to write that as in terms of money. So I take 130 divided by 4, and you get 32.5. Well, I add 75 onto my answer, I get 107.5. And that will be the average price per square foot for this type of home. Now in example 18, I want to find the average price for a square footage of 3,200. So where does 3,200 fall? Well, it's not between 1,000 and 2,600, is it? It's between 2,600 and 4,000. So in other words, I'm going to use my second rule. So in my second rule, I'm going to say the opposite of A, well, this time A is 3,200 minus 2,600. And I'll divide that by 100. And then I'll add 110. So now it's just simplifying. 3,200 minus 2,600. Well, let's see, that's 600, isn't it? So it'll be the opposite of 600. Pen died there. The opposite of 600 divided by 100 plus 110. Well, 600 divided by 100, well, that's negative 6. So negative 6 plus 110 is 104. So notice, although the house is bigger, you're paying less per square foot.